important thing in resource reservation or integrated services or end service, packet classification and scheduling. So in packet classification and scheduling, we want to deliver the requested service to data packet. So the goal is to deliver the requested services to data packets. Okay, and this can be done. For this, we need to do two things. Number one, we have to classify packets. That is classification of packets or classifying packets. What do you mean by this? This means we have to associate each packet with an appropriate reservation, with appropriate reservation. Right, and the second thing that we need to do is scheduling. So it means we have to manage the packets in the queue. And the queues to receive the requested service, to receive the requested service. Okay, so by the way, this classification of packets is done by examining 5 fields in the packet. So we can classify a packet by examining 5 fields in the packet. What are those 5 fields? Number 1, source address. Number 2, destination. Address. Number 3, protocol number. And number 4, source port number. And number 5, destination port number. Right, or we can do it using one field in IPv6. So in IP version 6, we can use the flow label field in the header to do lookup based on a single short key. Right? So let's talk about the problem with integrated services. Let's discuss problem with IntServe. what do you think? What is the problem with the integrated services? Yes, the problem with integrated services is scalability. So it has scalability issue. This means each of these reservation needs some amount of state that needs to be stored in memory and refreshed periodically. So each of these reservations needs some amount of state that needs to be stored in memory and refreshed periodically. Refreshed periodically. Okay, and therefore the router needs to classify, police, and queue each of these flows. So therefore, the router needs to obviously classify, police, and queue each of these flows. Right. So likewise, the admission control decision need to be made every time such a flow requests a reservation. So obviously, this also increases the work that admission control mechanism has to do. So admission control decisions need to be made every time such a flow requests a reservation. So clearly, there are so many different flows. So making a decision about each and every flow and maintaining the states of soft states for each and every flow, and then making a classification and scheduling decision for the packets. So in each and every uh, queue for each flow makes the job of integrated services really difficult. And that's why, because of the scalability concerns, we have limited widespread deployment of integrated services. So these scalability concerns have limited, widespread deployment of integrated services or INTServe.